For 27 years, Melinda Gates stood beside one of the most powerful and wealthy men in the world. She appeared calm in public, helped lead a global foundation, and raised 3 children while building a life that looked unbreakable from the outside. Then, in 2021, she walked away. The divorce stunned the public. The settlement was estimated at $76 billion. Many people speculated about Bill Gates's behavior, but Melinda remained silent. Years passed. Then, in 2025, at the age of 61, she finally spoke. She described a meeting in 2013 that made her physically ill. She spoke about dishonesty that kept growing and admitted the real reason she chose to leave. What she revealed reshaped how people understood her life and her choices. Melinda in French was born on August 15, 1964, in Dallas, Texas. She grew up in a household where structure and curiosity existed together. She was the second of 4 children. Her father worked as an aerospace engineer during the Apollo era, helping advance space exploration. Her mother managed the home and created a steady environment built on routine, values, and care. Their life was comfortable but never extravagant. Understanding the cost of raising 4 children, her father began buying rental properties in the late 1970s to ensure all of them could attend college. The rental business became a family project. By age 10, Melinda spent weekends painting walls, cleaning apartments, and learning basic repairs. She saw how shared effort made hard work feel lighter. By 12, she was handling simple bookkeeping, learning how planning and discipline created opportunity. Each task connected to a future goal. Those years quietly shaped her independence and responsibility long before she had words for them. Around that time, her father brought home an Apple II computer. The machine fascinated her. She used it to manage rental records and soon began teaching herself programming. She typed commands again and again, learning through trial and logic. The computer responded only to clarity, not confidence or background. She loved that fairness. Technology became a tool for solving problems, and that idea stayed with her. At Ursuline Academy, she thrived academically. The school was among the first in Texas to introduce computers into classrooms. She excelled in math and science and grew more confident in technology. When she graduated in 1982 as valedictorian, she already knew she wanted to help shape the future through innovation. She earned money tutoring younger students in math and programming, learning that teaching strengthened her own understanding. At Duke University, she entered a field where women were still rare. Some moments shook her confidence, but she persisted. She graduated with degrees in computer science and economics in 1986 and earned her MBA the following year at just 23. Internships at IBM gave her hands-on experience and insight into large-scale technology work. Though offered a job there, she chose Microsoft instead, a smaller company with big ambition. She joined in 1987 as a product manager and quickly became involved in multimedia projects. She helped lead the creation of Cinemania and later Encarta, products that changed how people learned and used computers at home. She managed numerous software initiatives, learning from both success and failure. By the early 1990s, she was overseeing large teams and shaping Microsoft's consumer products. In 1996, she helped guide the early development of Expedia, a project that would later become a global travel platform. During these years, she also faced the intensity of Microsoft's culture, which she later described as aggressive and exhausting. She quietly supported other women and modeled a calmer style of leadership. She also observed behavior from powerful men that made her uncomfortable, experiences that stayed with her. In 1994, she married Bill Gates in a small ceremony in Hawaii. She entered the marriage as an equal partner, with clear agreements and independence. She continued working at Microsoft through major projects and pregnancy before deciding in 1996 to step away and focus on raising her children. As Microsoft grew, so did her personal wealth. Instead of focusing on luxury, she began directing resources toward philanthropy. Over time, she and Bill transferred large portions of their wealth into what became the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. The foundation grew rapidly, focusing on education, technology access, and global health. Her work in global health deepened after visiting Africa, where she witnessed families struggling with preventable illnesses. These experiences reshaped the foundation's priorities. Over the years, their efforts supported vaccination campaigns, education programs, and health systems worldwide, saving millions of lives. She also launched Pivotal Ventures, an organization focused on improving opportunities for women and families. Through it, she invested in economic security, caregiving, leadership, and representation. Behind her public work, her personal life was becoming more difficult. She pushed for accountability when problems arose inside organizations connected to her family. Investigations, public scrutiny, and painful discoveries added strain to her marriage. A meeting in 2013 with a man later exposed as deeply harmful disturbed her profoundly. When she learned that Bill continued contact with him afterward, it created a serious rupture in trust. By late 2019, the emotional weight became overwhelming. She experienced anxiety, sleep disturbances, and a deep sense that her life no longer aligned with her values. Therapy helped her regain clarity. She and Bill separated privately while legal details were addressed. The public announcement came in May 2021. The divorce became one of the largest settlements ever recorded. Afterward, Melinda pledged major funding to women's health and empowerment. She began speaking openly about the emotional toll of long-term dishonesty and the importance of protecting one's sense of self. In 2024, she stepped away from the Gates Foundation to focus fully on her own work. She committed new resources to women-centered initiatives and continued investing through Pivotal Ventures. Her influence extended globally, including support for public health efforts in countries like Pakistan. In April 2025, she released a memoir reflecting on her life, career, and the end of her marriage. She wrote that trust cannot survive without honesty and that choosing to leave was necessary to remain true to herself. Later that month, she spoke publicly about rebuilding her life and finding peace. By the mid-2020s, Melinda French Gates stood not as someone defined by a famous marriage, but as a leader who chose independence, accountability, and purpose. Her story became one of resilience, clarity, and the quiet strength it takes to walk away and begin again.